If your best prospects leave the call saying, "I need to think about it," that's not buyer hesitation. That's your process. Here's the reality. Most agents expect persuasion to happen on the spot, and then they wonder why momentum dies. Today, we flip that script.
Let's be honest. Live persuasion fails when buyers show up with unanswered logistics and anxieties. You can talk until you're hoarse, but if financing, timing, and deal killers aren't surfaced before you sit down, your closing ratio tanks and days to offer stretch out.
Today's playbook is the Offer Fast Lane. 3 compact, low-tech assets you can build in 48 hours to pre-sell the decision before the appointment. These assets shift persuasion out of the live call and into short, trust-building touchpoints. No pressure, just clarity. First up, the Offer Readiness Brief. This is a 1-page intake that surfaces financing status, timing, and deal killers. The goal is simple. Know whether the buyer can act now, what would stop them, and what needs to be fixed before an offer gets written.
Operationally, keep the brief to 5 fields: financing status, target move timeline, must-have contingencies, red flags, and a single decision driver line. Why this home, and what would convince them to write an offer today. Make it checkbox-driven so it's audit-friendly.
I'll read a sample brief, the way an agent might capture it in under a minute. Financing, pre-approved FHA, $420K, ready. Timeline, wants to close within 45 days. Must-have, single-story, garage, pet-friendly. Red flags, selling contingent on existing home sale, likely delay. Decision driver, wants to lock rate before market upswing. That's enough to steer the appointment.
Quick note, require a manual review of the first 25 completions before you automate any tag or routing. In pilot mode, tag prospects as fast lane ready only after a human confirms the brief. That prevents false positives from garbage inputs.
Asset 2, the Fast Decision Proof card. Think of it as a tiny persuasion card delivered by SMS or email right after booking. 1-click comps, 2-line social proof, and a single value claim. It's not a sales packet. It's a tiny nudge that reduces cognitive friction.
Structure it like this. 1-click comps link that opens a mobile-friendly CMA, short social proof, for example, just sold 3 homes in your neighborhood last month. Value claim. If this fits, we can prepare an offer that same week. Keep it scannable.
Here's a live demo of the SMS text you can send. Hi Sam, Cody here. Quick snapshot of similar sales nearby. 1-click link. Sold 3 homes like yours last month. If this looks right, we can prepare a strong offer in 48 hours. Thoughtful to you, no pressure. Short, helpful, and non-pushy.
Make sure that 1-click link is mobile first and opens to a clear 3 comps view: median sale price, sold date, and 1 quick takeaway. If your comp link is slow or bloated, you lose the moment. Speed and clarity here matter more than exhaustiveness.
Asset 3 is the Contingency Primer. 3 neutral language templates for inspections, appraisal, and earnest money. The aim is to demystify common fears and show buyers what a typical path looks like without legalese or heavy persuasion. Quick read of the inspection primer in consultative tone. Most sellers welcome an inspection window of 7 to 10 days. During that time, we verify major systems and negotiate only material repairs. If something serious appears, we pause and discuss. Your call, always.
From a systems perspective, tag which primer tone you used on the contact record: consultative, direct, or warm. That informs the follow-up cadence and follow-up language. Also, include a compliance checkbox in your CRM reminding you to remove local legal phrasing and run it by your broker.
Lightning case study. A solo agent piloted these 3 assets on 30 warm leads. Median days to offer fell from 9 days to 3 days. Offer to accept rate rose from 28% to 46% in a 21-day pilot. What changed? They stopped trying to teach buyers everything on the call and started pre-selling the key decisions. We should be clear about signals. This only worked because the agent piloted on warm leads, people who had already shown intent. If you blast these assets to cold leads, you waste credibility. Pilot manual first, measure, then automate conservatively.
Now, where do these assets live? Booking page first. Use a single-step checkbox at booking. Would you like a short offer readiness brief sent before a call? If yes, trigger the brief, Then send the fast decision proof card immediately in the booking confirmation and the contingency primer in the pre-call SMS 24 hours before appointment.
CRM rules? Tag fast lane intent when they opt in. Route to pilot review for manual audit, and add a one-click workflow to send the proof card and primer. Route only pilot-approved leads to priority slots on the calendar. That protects your time from unqualified traffic.
Scripts matter. I'll read 3 booking to offer scripts in different tonalities. First, consultative. Thanks for booking. I'll send a 1-page brief to make our time efficient. No pressure, just clarity so we can focus on what matters when we meet.
Now direct. Your appointment is booked. Complete this brief now so we can confirm if an offer is realistic before we meet. If you're not ready, we'll reschedule.
Finally warm. Excited to connect. I'll send a couple of quick items to help us make the most of our time together. If anything is confusing, just reply and I'll help.
3 quick KPIs for a 7-day pilot. Of the warm leads you send the brief to, target a 50% completion rate. Of those, aim for 30% to be tagged pilot approved, and watch for a median days to offer drop of at least 30% versus your baseline. Audit daily and apply stop-go rules if completion or quality drops.
Stop-go examples. If brief completions are below 30% after 3 days, pause and test a warmer booking message. If pilot-approved lead quality falls, meaning show-ups who aren't decision-ready, stop automating and revert to manual screening until you fix the funnel. Quick audio excerpt from an agent pilot. I'll paraphrase what she said because you'll hear this tone a lot. We started sending the brief and proof card only to people who requested viewings. Within a week, we had 5 offers ready to write. The pre-call clarity gave buyers permission to move faster. That's the kind of result you can expect if you pilot properly.
Risks and legal guardrails. Word these assets carefully so they don't feel like pressure. Use the 3 tonal templates we discussed and remove any local form language from templates. Always run the templates by your broker or attorney before using them. And in the pilot, keep delivery manual first for the first 50 assets. Let me be clear. These tools aren't magic. They're leverage. If you're serious about scaling, they force better conversations, faster decisions, and fewer time wasters. If you want the exact templates, the 1-page brief, the proof card layout, and the contingency primers, download the Offer Fastlane pack in the show notes and use the 7-day pilot checklist. If you try the pilot, audit the first 25 manually, log false positives, and send us a 30-60-second pilot report if you want feedback. We'll highlight what to tweak so you don't automate a broken signal.
Operate like a business owner. Visit the show notes, grab the asset pack, run the 7-day pilot, and only then automate. If you follow the process, you'll stop taking calls you shouldn't and start closing offers faster.